how to disappear. Before I learned how to grow up. Felt dangerous, every word cut deep. I was just a kid trying not to make a sound when I speak. You called me broken, called me insane. Now your voice lives in my head like a blade. I still hear you every night, every time I close my eyes. This house ate me alive, turned my heart black inside. I was just a little girl trying to survive. Now I scream into the dark with your chains around my heart. If this is love, why does it tear me apart? Why does it tear me apart? I paid to stay inside the pain, too scared to leave. You built a prison in my mind. Now I don't know me. I look into the mirror and all I see is fear. A ghost wearing my face, still trapped here. I still hear you underneath every thought inside of me. This house ate me alive, but I'm still fucking alive. Try to bury me, but I survived. Now the fire's in my veins and the scars became my name. If you break me, I come back more insane. I learned how to disappear before I learned how to grow. It's still in the walls, it never left. Still in the walls, it never left. The house remembers what I forget. It plays it back when I sleep. Every corner feels like judgment. Every shadow starts to speak. I try to erase your echo, but it lives inside the air like a bruise that never fades. No matter how I stare, if I stop listening, do I disappear? You are the mother of static. You never let me go. You to my me back in. Throw me back in. Exploding distorted bass, wall of industrial guitars, glitch scream, vocal fragments, metal percussion impacts, overloaded static noise surge. I don't trust my own reflection, it moves a second too late, like it's learning how to mimic all the things I hate. I talk like I'm still whole, but it's just automated pain. A broken transmission calling your name again. If I stop listening, do I disappear? You are the mother of static, and I can't break free. Every thought that I was mine is just you and me. You are the mother of static, and I'm losing my grip. Don't know where I end or where you still exist. 'Cause signal fades, but I'm still not gone. If you leave us, there'll be nothing left of you. Every time I touch the doorway, you looked at me like I was death. Like my freedom was betrayal, like I stole the air you breathe. You made guilt feel genetic, like it lived inside my veins. So I carried all your suffering until it started wearing my face. You made fear feel permanent and pain feel deserved. Don't leave us, don't escape. That's the voice inside my brain. Don't leave us, stay and rot like my life belongs to your loss. Don't leave us, don't break free. Like your chains are part of me. I learned to shrink inside your anger, like silence could keep me safe. Turning every dream I ever had into something I erased. Now every future feels corrupted, every memory tastes cold, like I traded pieces of myself just to keep this house controlled. You made fear feel permanent and pain feel deserved. Don't leave us, echo loud like a curse inside my mouth. Don't leave us, stay below. happened. I hate how fast I spiral from I'm okay into collapse, turning tiny shifts in energy into proof I'm being abandoned. I get too attached, too fast, too deep, then I drown inside it. This borderline heart rips itself apart. One second you might say please, next second it's a war. This borderline heart can't escape the dark. I turn every little feeling into a disaster in my arms. Into a disaster in my arms. I learned love through instability, so peace feels unfamiliar now. Like if things are finally quiet, something terrible is coming down. Every memory mutates, every fear comes back alive, and I keep trying to save relationships while destroying myself inside. I get too attached, too fast, too deep, then I drown inside it. This borderline heart burns through everything. I love like a wildfire that collapse from the heat. This borderline heart, but I'm still here under all this chaos. There's something real in. I'm not broken beyond repair. I'm just exhausted from surviving. Don't leave me alone with myself. I turn into noise. Every silence sounds loaded. Every pause feels violent. I can feel my mind rewriting things that never even happened. I hate how fast I spiral from I'm okay into collapse, turning tiny shifts in energy into proof I'm being abandoned. I get too attached, too fast, too deep, then I drown inside it. This borderline heart rips itself apart. One second you might say please, next second is war. Borderline heart can't escape the dark. Feeling into a disaster in my arms. I learned love through instability, so peace feels unfamiliar now. The fire's gone, but I still smell smoke in my lungs. Silence feels unnatural, like something bad forgot to happen. My body still waits for disaster. Inside, completely normal moments. I don't know how to exist without surviving something like pieces. Just a countdown to another kind of suffering. Nobody tells you what happens after survival, after the fire. else alive, that now I barely recognize the person underneath the fire. Every quiet room feels haunted, every calm feels temporary, like my nervous system forgot how to live without emergency. Nobody tells you how empty healing feels at first. After the fire, I'm still standing here, but everything that kept me alive disappeared. I think I finally see, maybe I was never too broken, just too used to bleeding. I survived. Now I have to learn how to live. I paid and call it Every 2 weeks I sign my life away on paper that feels like skin. They call it support, they call it love, but I feel what's underneath it. I learned survival has a price, and it's always paid in fear. Now I change my future quietly just to stay right here. If I leave, what am I left with? like me. Without the weight now, but I still reach for the pain. Like my body doesn't trust peace after living inside the rain. There's a version of me fading that I don't need to defend, but I still hear her breathing like she doesn't understand the end. I'm not gone, I'm just changing shape. New skin, old shadows, still following me home. But I'm learning how to walk through it without breaking bones. New skin, old shadows, I can feel them letting go. But everything I carried was ever mine. The silence doesn't scare me like it used to in my chest. It feels like something open instead of something I regret. And I don't need to erase it, just to know I survived. Like an evil made me human without letting it decide. I'm not gone, I'm just changing shape. New skin, old shadows, like they don't own me anymore. I'm who I was when I was trying to ignore the war. New skin, old shadows, and then I finally see clear. I didn't lose myself in darkness, I found myself here. I'll still be coming, but I'm no longer lost. Something in me is changing, but it still feels like me. I wake up without the weight now, but I still reach for the pain. Like my body doesn't trust peace after living inside the rain. There's a version of me fading that I don't need to defend, but I still hear her breathing like she doesn't understand the end. I'm not gone, I'm just changing shape. I'm not surviving. What am I doing? I used to think I was a reaction to everything around me. I never chose to be. Now the noise is getting quieter, and I don't know what remains. Like I was built from damage and called it by my name. If I strip it all away, what's underneath me? Who am I without the damage? Without the chaos in my skin? Without the voices that were never mine, but lived inside my head for years? One day, without the damage, if I stop surviving for a while, do I still exist as somebody, or just a place that used to hide? I don't feel broken anymore, just unfamiliar in my own space. Like I'm meeting someone slowly who looks like my fate. And maybe that's what healing is, not becoming someone new, but meeting all the pieces that were taken from you. If I strip it all away, what's underneath me? Who am I without the damage? I'm afraid, but I still stay. Learning how to exist without running away. Who am I without the damage? Not fixed, but I could breathe. But for the first time in years, I might be me. I think I'm starting to find out. If I'm not surviving, what am I doing? I used to think I was a reaction to everything around me, a shape that formed from pressure I never chose to be. Now the noise is getting quieter, and I don't know what remains. Like I was built from damage. Don't make a sound, don't take up space, don't exist too loudly. I learned the shape of your silence, like it was all carved in stone. Every breath felt like trespassing, every heartbeat felt alone. I memorized how to disappear while still standing in the room, smiling like I wasn't breaking inside everything you assume. If I take up less space, maybe I'll hurt you less. I learned to apologize for breathing, like existing was a sin. I turned myself into nothing just to keep you from losing it. I learned to apologize for breathing, like my life was compliance, and peace was walking on glass. So I became whatever you needed just to make the moment pass. Now I flinch at my reflection, like it might start to accuse, and every thought inside my head still sounds like something I should lose if I take up less space. Maybe I'll hurt you less. I learned to apologize for breathing, but I'm running out of air. I build myself into silence just to show you I care. I learned to apologize for breathing, but the truth is cutting through. I was never too much, you were just never enough to be true. I'm still here, but I don't know that it is anymore. They said it wasn't real, but I feel it in my bones. They chose a name for all the pain, and it sounded just like mine. Every mistake, every breakdown, they made it all feel like a crime. I let me swallow what I feel so nobody would explode. Now I carry what they couldn't hold until I break my own soul. I was never the problem, but I became the proof. If something went wrong in this house, it always pointed to I was the scapegoat, I was the fire they feed. Every time they couldn't love themselves, they broke pieces of me. I was the scapegoat, now I see clear through the smoke. You didn't want a daughter, you just wanted someone to choke. Heavy distorted bass. Memorize the moves like war, walking on invisible lines. I could do a good piece while I was losing my mind. And every hypersensitive carved up in my skin. Now I don't know where the end or where I could get in. name for all the pain, and it sounded just like mine. Every mistake, every breakdown